the Star card, and then the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Pentacles in the deck represent Earth signs, which is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. But in this case, I think it's just meaning an energy, not necessarily an entity or a person. So yeah, when it comes to those in established bonds, I feel like there aren't any major threats when it comes to love. Okay, the threat may just be in routine. All right, and I say that because of the other cards that follow suit as we go along the reading. Okay, but I feel like the threat may be in routine and lack of spontaneousness. Okay, someone's focus may be on career, especially with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and then you have the Three of Pentacles here. The Three of Pentacles often talks about teamwork, working together, trying to get recognition for your work, or just working together in a team. And then the Star card, I just feel like these two periods, it may be saying that someone is really focusing on themselves or focusing on further and getting ahead within their career stance right now. And with this being a love reading, I just feel like it's saying that love may be put on the back burner in some stance, especially with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, because that means that there's not a balance of give and take, or someone's giving a little bit more than the other, and it's control issues that may be going on in a certain partnership. All right, especially for you guys that you work for the people, and I say that for those of you who have you are some sort of public service to society, or you just work with a lot of people. I feel like you can possibly have good rapport with this person normally, and you really do feel like this person is your soulmate, especially because you have the Two of Cups where the situation stands, but it's in reverse. So that just means maybe right now you guys are just dealing with a little bit of, I don't know, just a disagreement, or you're not seeing eye to eye. But upright, this is a beautiful card that speaks of soulmate partnerships, whether that's business soulmate partnerships or friendships or love relationships. Okay? No, that's not my stats already. Yeah, I feel like you can see them as a great partner, and you can see yourself building with them to some aspect, but the relationship is still dead. Like there isn't enough give and take. If you know in your heart, and so you guys will know in your heart what this intuitively means, okay? So if you know that there's a department that you or your partner could open up the dialogue, for more improvement, then I say don't hesitate to do so. I don't know whether you guys need to do a little freaky dink, little kinky stuff in your bed. I don't know, to spruce it up. I don't know. Or maybe even bringing a third party with the Three of Pentacles. The threes often means a third party sometimes. I don't know, whatever you gotta do, whatever floats your boat, just do it so that you guys can get back to that unity or get back to that home, because I feel like this relationship is important to you. It's just that it may be lacking something right now. Alright. Now, where the situation stands, yeah, you got the Ten of Pentacles. The Pentacles represent stability. Like I said, them earth signs are grounded, they're stable, they're reliable, they can build from the ground up. You can count on them, you can go to them for business advice. They're just very stable and nurturing and giving and loving and down to earth and practical. Don't really waste no time about no nonsense. The Ten of Pentacles is a beautiful card. It's a family card. It's a family inheritance. It's working together in a community is a stable foundation at work. So I feel like you have all of these things, but at the same time, sometimes money ain't everything. So you may be feeling like something's lacking, and that's where the Empress comes out reversed. The Two of Cups comes out reversed. The Empress upright. The Empress upright is often speaks of beauty, harmony, sensuality, love, free flowing of love, birth of new projects, birth of new business ideas, that motherly like nurturing figure and things of that nature. So I feel like this presence of the Empress in reverse, it tells me that the sensuality or togetherness or the magnetic alluring feeling to this love is dealing with a bit of neglect right now. Okay, someone's feeling neglected, or someone's needs aren't being met. All right. And perhaps you should give birth to new ideas and spend some time working on things that you both love so that you can turn this into like passion projects. Shared passion projects can link the two of you and release the need to keep pointing fingers at who's who and who's doing what, because that's what this card is upright. This card is quite spiteful, quite negative, quite like I'll show you, or aha, or like I'm got one up on you. In reverse, it's like if you're starting to feel the need to release that, and you had the card come up in reverse. So I feel like maybe if you do these things, work on turning the Empress upright and giving love and nurture, or inducing a new way of loving, a new way of doing things to your relationship, then this Two of Cups will be moved to upright, and then this one will stay in reverse, which is a positive sign. All right, because remember, you do have the Ten of Pentacles here, which means that you either have the finances or you have the family, and but just something else you may be a little bit bored with. All right, and what's maybe working for you, you may decide to take a trip. You may actually decide to take a trip or take some sort of action, because with you got the World card here, and then you got the Knight of Wands. So this could just basically mean that you guys may know that deep down that this is your world, that this person does complete you, and this is the fire inside your heart, because the wands represent fire signs such as Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. And they're about action, they're about passion, self-confidence. These people are very good in social settings. They know how to move in a room full of vultures, like Jay-Z, and Jay-Z is a Sagittarius. And they're very much world travelers, okay? They like to explore, and they like to explore different cultures and different things like that. And the wands are also just very driven, very passionate, very much go-getters. Like, they don't really stand still or idle for too long. They have to be involved in like creative projects or things that stimulate themselves, okay? So yeah, together this can simply mean that you realize that this is your heart and your soul, and that you will put the passion and the fire back into a relationship because this person makes you complete. Or for others of you, it can mean that you may decide to take a trip to bring your life or relationship back to life, and to show your baby you will always hold them down. Or you may move to a new location that makes you guys feel complete. Maybe your house is too small, or maybe there's issues with housing. I don't know. Y'all wanna know. So yeah, that's the message for the people in relationships or in established bonds or in a current or prospective relationship. How come it looks so dark in it? And what you should not do, your focus should not be on making plans that you can't keep with this Knight of Cups in reverse, or feeling like a martyr. I will never feel like I'm saying that word correctly. Feeling like a martyr or a slave to your own relationship, okay, with these this Knight of Cups in reverse, and then this Nine of Swords. The swords represent the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and there's often mental anguish, there's often communications. They don't mean mental anguish in general, but the Nine of Swords card is mental anguish. It means like you're losing sleep at night, you're restless, you have anxiety, you've been thinking about negative thoughts that are getting you down, yada, 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 and things of that nature, okay? But in general, the air signs are beautiful because they can speak, they got the gift of the gab, and the air signs is you, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Sorry, I forgot this is Aquarius reading. So yeah, you may be out of your element or too much into your element with this Nine of Swords. You may be thinking too much or too hard on a certain situation, or someone else may be doing this to you. They may be feeling like their efforts are going in vain to spruce up the relationship, because remember, this is a general reading, so I may pick up on messages that someone else is sending to you, okay? But you would know in your heart, so just decipher and pick it up, what serves you, and leave what doesn't, okay? And yeah, the cups in the zodiac sign represent water signs, which is Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And those are the intuitive signs. Those are the signs that are, well, every sign is intuitive, but these ones are, their ability is a bit heightened. And they're into like maybe occult or like psychic abilities, and they're very much storytellers, good people to talk to, very loyal, very devoted, very deep and intense, very passionate, very magnetic, and very alluring. And they want to connect with people on a very deep and profound and intense level. They want to like connect definitely with mind, body, and soul. I'm not saying no other signs do, but this sign has a way, those signs have a way of doing it naturally. Like they are an emotional, just period sign. And emotions cannot be negative, don't mean negative or, you know. And when it comes to you guys that are singles, I feel like singles, or even those who are in a relationship who are bored, you know, going back on the thing, I feel like some of you could have met someone at work, because remember I was saying before, these two cards are about work or working strategically. But some of you could have met someone at work, and for the most part, I feel like majority of you, your focus has been on work, and for some time, and so love has taken a back burner, and now you're feeling that fire burning inside of you for some tender love and care. Basically, I'm just going through the same reading again. I don't need to pick up the cards and do it all over again, but I'm just doing the motions for the single ones. So yeah, I feel like, you know, romance took a back seat or a back burner, and now you're feeling that fire burning inside, and you want to love again, and you want to feel love. You want someone to come home to at night. You want to feel complete. All right, and I feel like you're tired of fending for yourself. You want to don ass, and you may even be reminiscing on times of when you did have one, but something didn't work, and you guys had to go your separate ways for some. And for some of you who did meet someone at work, I feel like this may be intense. Yeah, it may be intense, and it may be passionate. It may be lustful. It may be hot and highly sexual, but I feel like it's also maybe rapid and short-lasting fling with this Knight of Wands, because Knight of Wands is, when it comes to love relationships, it can mean someone who is very fleeting, or they can love you up so much and so passionately in the moment, and you can feel like, oh my God, like fuck it out, what just happened to me? But it's not necessarily always long lasting. It's just, that's the thing with fire. Fire burns, and then it can burn right out really soon. Okay. Or they may have many other suitors, and they may simply just belong to the world. Okay. You know that song, "You Belong to the World" by what's his name? The Weeknd. Yeah, there are people like that, and you may just come into contact with someone like that this month. All right. Or this can mean that they travel a lot, and they're just always on the go. So the advice to you is to not get too attached or too hung up on your efforts going in vain, if there's not a Pentacles in reverse, or offering your love to this person. Like, don't get too hung up on offering love to this person, because it will probably result in heartache or mental anguish, like this Nine of Swords over here, and worry. All right. But for some of you, there may be just mean that there's travel in the works. Maybe you may be going to meet this person, and you meet them on a business trip, or I don't know, something to do with business. But it will be short-lived. But hey, sometimes that's needed, as long as you both are on the same page and know exactly what it is, okay? So don't be obsessively loving in the Knight of Cups, because this could mean that don't be obsessively loving. Or this can also mean that this is how they feel about you, okay? Like I said earlier, this is a general reading. They may feel like, you know, you have too much, you're too much to please, or like you have too much suitors, so they may be worrying about if they should go down this route with you. Alright, and they may feel like you're hard to pin down. Nah. So remember, this is a general reading, so I have to say all the messages that come, because otherwise, if I sit here and just talk about one scenario, that's impossible, because there's millions and gazillions of Aquarians all around the world, okay? So just take with you what serves you, and what doesn't, just leave it politely, please. Now, what came up for you guys in the Oracle cards, you have Eao. These are French. I love these babies. These are my new babies. You have, and this means basically water. And what water wants you to know is that this card means or speaks of, this is associated with femininity, the subconscious, passivity. The card related to the mother. This card is also about spiritual incarnations. Okie dokie, when it comes to love and relationship, harmony and sweetness, but a lack of enthusiasm. When this card popped out, and then now I see this definition of it, it definitely solidifies the fact that what I was saying about somebody's love life is just feeling like it's dead. Like, and I'm sorry I did not shuffle on camera. It's just that it takes too long. I did it for Cancer, no, not Cancer. I did it for Leo and Libra videos, but it just takes up too much time. And I know y'all's got that. So I'm trying to keep you all hostage for too long, all right? And forgive me if I'm talking fast. It's another reason, because I don't want the video to be too long, So yeah, man, that's why I love tarot. Like, and the way I shuffle is shuffle, and then like each card has to pop out, and that takes time. I don't shuffle and then have the deck like this and just pull each card out like this. No, I like wait till the card sharp comes out, and that is very time consuming. So just forgive me, but I do love live readings. I feel like they're more live and like real and, you know, intense, and deep. But either way, the message is still the same. This popped out, and this means that spirit definitely wants you to know this. Okay, so remember, harmony and sweetness may be there, but a lack of enthusiasm, that lack of enthusiasm. Two of Cups in reverse, Empress in reverse. There's no you need more passion for this to thrive off of. Okay. And in the work situation, but even though this came up in the reading for love, I feel like there's a lack of ambition. If you're wondering why you don't make any progress, this card suggests that you are too passive. So passive is the word of this card. Okay, put more fire into your last relationship. Now you also received 39, the message. I love this card. It looks quite Egyptian. Now what this message wants you to know is, this card has to do with communication, messaging, international contacts, insight, intuition, and hunches. Okay? When it comes to love, mutual trust in relationships. And if you are single, you may meet someone through your work or meet a person who frequently travels abroad. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, I love tarot and oracles. This shit is so dope how it just comes out and it relates. So yeah, alright? This definitely ties into your relationship. And with these two together, the two of these, what they mean together, it means that there can be some news from abroad. So I don't know, that may mean different things to some of you. So just take with that. And then what the romance angels want you to know is express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Like I was telling you guys, you know, show a bit more like you're into the your partner, you know, because that can go a long way. Somebody's feeling neglected, like that Empress in reverse, neglected, needs some nurture, needs some TLC. Good goer. This card urges you to take the initiative in your love life. That may mean contacting someone to whom you're attracted and asking that person out on a date. It could also mean sending flowers, texts, or gifts to your beloved. As you express romance, these feelings pour through you. You actually become the biggest beneficiary of your romantic displays, as you enjoy how they make you feel to an even greater degree. The more you give love, the more you experience it. Of course, do make sure that you're also open to receiving the love that comes to you from God, the angels, and other people. Brilliant. Definitely ties in with you guys. Playfulness is also needed. Definitely another one that ties in with this message. And this is oracle cards, okay? Oracle cards, you should read the definition, because it's not like tarot where we got to come up with intuition. This one is more precise messages you need to hear. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. The romance angels are cherubs who embody all things romantic and who have a happy, youthful sense of playfulness. They delight in the wonders of love and ask you to do the same. The angels want to help you fall back in love with life again by guiding you to enjoy yourself. This card comes from a spirit of joy and adventure. The angels ask you, when was the last time you had fun? And if you can't remember, put on them dancing shoes. No, but that ain't what they say. Then there's long time overdue for you to add some playfulness into your schedule, or playtime into your schedule. The angels say that fun is a necessity, not a luxury. The activity can be fun, free of charge, such as exploring nature, auditioning for a local theatrical production, joining a community sports team. Oh, remember I was saying, like, do things with your lover? Or trying something new. Playfulness is a good investment of your time, as it will renew your energy levels and elevate your mood. Playtime is essential in relationships too, to keep the free-spirited component of dating alive. Plan regular date nights with your partner and take turns creatively planning fun activities such as miniature golf, karaoke, walking through a flower garden, or flying kites together. Go on with your best. Oh, come on, Sean. You need her. Okay. Now, when it comes in terms to your work life, I feel like you guys intuition, High Priestess, I feel like when it comes to your work life, you have High Priestess, the Chariot, and the Three of Cups in reverse. Now, I feel like this situation I feel like this is telling you is to listen to your intuition regarding a certain group of people, okay? That's either your colleagues or a certain organization, or if you're a business owner, your own clients, because I feel like it will steer you in the right direction of how not to proceed with them, okay? Like maybe you need to go in a detour in another direction. All right, Three of Cups often speaks of celebrations, unity, collaborations of friendships, parties, joyfulness, just celebration. And it is the holidays, but in reverse, it may be saying that there's some problems with a certain group, or you need to maybe take a step back and don't overindulge, or don't mix work and pleasure, or don't, be a serial dater with people that you're working with. All right, that's what it means in reverse. And then the High Priestess is the connector of all secrets of life. She is the mysterious woman who is very intuitive, and she knows all the secret knowledges of the occult. She knows all the secret remedies, like she's like them, that witch-like kind of thing, where she knows all the potions and things to heal you with natural remedies, and she's connected to the source and the divine. But she can be quite a reserved person who sticks to herself a lot. But in this combination of all these three of these cards, and then with the Chariot often speaks of charging ahead towards a goal. It speaks of victory. It speaks of moving forward towards something that you know you should be moving towards. And it often means a good balance of inner and dark, or light and dark, with these two white and black creatures down here. I say creature because in some tarot card decks it's horses. In this one, I don't know what it is because they got boobs, and I don't know what's going on. You see the boobs? But yeah, it basically is a symbolism of a great balance between inner and outer, or dark and light. And this is this number 7 card, and that's what the 7 is in spirituality, period. But anyways, let me stop yakking on other ish. Let's get to the reading. Yeah, man, these people are gonna steer you in the wrong direction, so listen to your intuition, all right? Because these 3 of Cups in reverse is not really a positive omen to come up in work situations or collaborations. Okay, this where the situation stands. I feel like you need to reconsider your focus, okay? With this 3 of Wands in reverse, reconsider your focus. You may be waiting to see results of some sort from a particular investment or some sort from a group affiliation, and you may need to realize when it's time to cut the cord and go in a new direction with this Page of Wands also speaks of fire, a new start. Eager to learn new things, eager to start new creative projects, or you may have received a message, but I feel like it's definitely saying, like, get the fire burning. Your endeavors are going in vain over here. You need to start up some new passion projects, and you realize they're both one, so they both speak of passion projects and connecting with people on business and partnerships. So start up a new passion projects, or simply just work with people that's more in tune with your vibrations, because where you are now, it's like, okay, this cycle is complete, okay? And I say that because you have the 10 of Swords. The Swords means, the 10s in the deck means completion. It means the end of a cycle. It means that something new is happening, and then what comes after that will be an ace, will be a fresh start. Okay, the only way to go from a 10 of Swords is up, because like there's nowhere else you can go. There's no lower feeling you can feel from the 10 of Swords. All right, so you need to feel a fresh start without feeling like there's daggers being thrown at you in your back, because you see this person is pinned down to the ground with all these damn swords. So you may feel like there's colleagues doing this, or your clients, This affiliation may cause you to feel ungrounded, and it may cause you to feel like you're losing your footing with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You may be feeling out of touch with your sense of self and reality, all right? Or if this is not you, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse can be someone that you may have tried to get involved with and work romantically, and they may turn out to not be what they seem. He or she may be a gold digger even, okay? Upright, the Queen of Pentacles is on top of her game. This is like the go-to when it comes to wanting to do something to do with business, all right? And nurturing and loving and grounded, down to earth. People want to come to her house, eat up all her food. She's a good cook and all that dirt. Remember, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But in reverse, and not so much, all right? Out of touch, ungrounded. Like I said, maybe a gold digger. And then for others of you, this could just be an authority figure or a boss who is an uncaring and unnurturing boss, and who is not attentive. And they too can have, maybe they can be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or they can just embody this energy, okay? They may just be acting like a negative Taurus thing or dinga or wajamakola. What's working for you in your work? Yeah. You have the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and then you have the Four of Swords in reverse. And this is basically speaking of, I feel like you are ready to go back to the drawing board, okay? And re-strategize to see how you can win and how you can come back out on top, okay? Because the Knight of Pentacles often talks to someone who works diligently, hard-working, and without any detours or without any interruptions. They are faithful and dedicated to their work. They are like, they're in it for the long haul, in it for the long run. Then the Four of Swords in reverse can mean that you just maybe want to just go back and just work on certain delays, but you're not giving up. You're just realizing that you just need to go back to the drawing board, as I like to call it, and re-strategize, you know, to see how you can win and come on top from the previous delays that will help back. I feel like this may be a blessing in disguise. Okay, you realize that you don't want to overcommit or make promises that you can't keep with certain people. All right. What you should watch out for is a possible colleague trying to take credit for your work, and or a boss or colleague could be trying to blame you for something that isn't your fault, with this Knight of Swords and this Page of Swords, okay? Or this air energy, or this like bickering, I feel like, because if this is showing up in what you shouldn't do. The Swords represent communication, so it may be a little bit of hasty communication, a little bit of harsh words being said, because the Swords is word and linguistic. And the Swords, you guys, Aries, Geminis, and Libras, y'all can talk some pennies over people, okay? You've definitely got the gift of the gab and the beauty of conversations, but sometimes it can be to your detriment, and you can be a little bit harsh with your tongue, okay? So just stay tactful, hold your tongue, you know, and just don't be too hasty and impulsive, and watch how you communicate and convey your views towards people. The Oracle cards that came off for y'all is a bit of a mix-up for these ones. When I read them individually, it's going to seem a bit like, but this one said that. But I feel like the message that they all mean all together is what is important, okay? But I'll read them separately for you. To my French perks. I don't know, I'm trying to speak like French. It's them sexy French people. Allow me. Peace. The blue sky symbolizes mostly peace, serenity, calm. The sky belongs also to the divine. The papyrus leaf is a symbol of all holy books where the knowledge is available. The word Jerusalem that is inscribed on the card means vision of peace. The cross is of course a Christian symbol that means the peace returns after a period of time of distress and crisis problems. Life will become calm again, a new world after the apocalypse. This is great because this is really, really great, because this shows that, you know, like I said, I feel like you guys are what's working for you this month is that you're going to go back to the drawing board and you're going to be like, okay, this ain't working for me, but I'm an Aquarius. I know how to work things out. I know how to work problems out. I know how to solve things. So I'm going to get to the nitty gritty of this, and I'm going to change my fortune and my life around, and which is beautiful. Aquarius is beautiful for that. We're in the age of Aquarius, right? And that's why people are waking up to things in your age, because you guys know the secrets and the mysteries of certain things, all right? And when it comes to this card indicates that it's time and it's favorable for investments and economic profit or economic growth when it comes to your money. In the job situations, it means peace indicates a balanced and harmonious career plan in which the desired position is reached, okay? So jobs have to do with humanitarian or charity associated with this card. All right, so that's the message for your working life for that one. And then you have isolation. Now this is where it may come in like these things are contradicting themselves, but I'll tell you what I feel like Spirit wants you to know in the end, and why they all came out all together. Okay, doctor? Woo, excuse me. This card announces a sentiment of stagnation, isolation from others, and things are simply not yet improving. You might feel blocked, and if your problem is inability to connect to others for now, break the ice, start relating to others. It is that easy. Certainly the situation will not stay like this forever. All right. This card also has to do with a person, detention and conflicts. Detention and conflicts. The ego that isolates and creates suffering. A passive personality, silent, introverted, isolated, that doesn't want to reveal anything. This person may suffer from inferiority complexes. All right. lack of communication with others and overwhelming loneliness, and you begin to feel you have to open up and reach out to others. In work situation, the situation is stagnant and does not develop, might point to an administrative work. And this, when it comes to your finances, it means money just does not seem good and problems are accumulating. But I just feel like this is basically saying that that's where you're coming from, but you're going to go to this peace, okay? Maybe I should have read isolation first. But you get the gist, okay, of the emotions and the ocean. And then you have received riches, which basically means wealth. Number 24 wants you to know the cornucopia horn is a symbol of prosperity, wealth, and fertility. Wealth does not fall from the sky, though. It comes from usually from hard work. Remember, start them new projects. Go back to the drawing board, because stuff happens in life, but pick up. You get there. A person with a desire to have more loves luxury with a negative card. This can mean corruption. Money, the card symbolizes inheritance or a loan. Or in general, the card can also mean that the economic problem is easily solved. And in work, I feel like this is a person who finds balance in professional life and who likes to be noticed for his or her job. Now, what I feel like Spirit wants you to know with all of these in conjunction and all of these together, I feel like the message may simply be that you may find peace in isolation from that group that I told you that you should watch out for in the beginning, okay? You may be financially better off with this wealth card by doing your own thing or just moving into a new business, all right? I hope that message is clear, and I really do hope it resonates for some of you. Okay, when it comes to your family cards, now, bear in mind the family cards can blur in line with the relationships, because family can mean a few different things. It can mean the family that you created for yourself, such as a spouse that you married into, or it can mean your roommates that you live with, or it can mean the family that you was born into, all right? Now, I feel like when it comes to your family, I feel like this is basically speaking of, again, in family and home life, the message is a strain on fun times, all right? Who's tending to who most, and if children are involved, who is doing what for the child? And I say that because the sun can represent children or the child, okay? And it also can represent fun times that are being a little bit restrained or a little bit non-existent right now because of the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Pentacles, and our card speaks of reciprocity, speaks of an equal balance of give and take. It speaks of like you pat your back, you watch my back, I watch yours. But in reverse, it means like there's a little bit of unbalance, all right? And maybe even the child may feel like some of you may miss you, okay? All you do is work for some of you, or maybe this may be your partner that the child misses. You might say a general reading, so decipher it how you please, all right? Make it, and with this tower card is often scary and shaky. Number 16 in the tarot, in the major arcana. But I feel like it's a beautiful card. People often get scared of it, but the tower, I feel like it was meant to happen. But even though it may be a sudden shock to you, I don't know, maybe some legal something with children, or I don't know, but maybe a sudden shock to you. But I feel like this was bound to happen, because I feel like this is a god or a fate card. Like it was gonna happen, whether unbeknownst to you or not, and you're gonna deal with it, even though you may feel knocked off your axis, or you may feel like something has shooken up your life, and you may be like, oh my god, what the hell? Don't worry, it's gonna pass. All right. Now, where the situation stands, I feel like you guys should make a decision to release pent-up or hurt emotions. And I say that because this card right here, upright, means you got a block on your heart, a blockage on your emotions, a blockage on your feelings and the real deal, where you're trying to avoid something. But in reverse, you're like, okay, I'm going to make a goddamn decision now. I'm going to be a grown-up, and I'm going to get to the nitty-gritty and cut the bullshit. All right? And I feel like, but in reverse, it means like you're going to let your love flow freely, or you should do. So I feel like you should be loving and nurturing to your family. Don't be a stalemate and hold back. Be one big teddy bear, especially with this Page of Cups here. This Page of Cups can again symbolize a message received, like maybe send some good message or a good blessing to someone through a message or loving letter or something. Or it can mean just attend to your children and your child. Or it can mean just take on a more romantic approach, or more loving, or more caring, or more like puppy dog kind of love, like your first stages of love. All right. Grant someone's wish with this Nine of Cups, whether it's yours or somebody else's. All right, and just be loving and be attentive. And also for some of you, singles who may be separated from a child, make sure you show your love and effort to your children, even if you and their parent are not seeing eye to eye. And those of you who don't have kids, yeah, just make it a point to bring more romance and love into your daily duties. And those of you who are single with no family of your own, try and mend things with your birth family and forgive whatever wrongdoings, okay? Or someone may be trying to do that to you, regardless of if they're born or not, all right? And I feel like what will work for you in this situation, regardless if you are paired up or not, I feel like you have 2 sevens here and what's working for you in your family life. Regardless of when I'm born, maybe you simply need to state your case and have a proper explanation on why you had to be a certain way, like i.e. maybe you had to work to plant seeds so that you can provide for your family financially or something along those lines. I feel like you will be welcomed with open arms if you do state your case and if you do state why you have some sort of negligence, or maybe someone may be trying to do that to you. Now, what Spirit wants you to not do this month, Aquarius, is you got the Four of Wands in reverse, the Moon sign, and the King of Cups. Now, the Four of Wands upright speaks of a happy home, a wedding, a family, unity, community, everyone coming together, great celebrations. In reverse, not so much. I think you kind of could take heed to what it means. King of Cups. Cups represent Scorpios, Cancers, and Pisces. In reverse, over-emotional, can be manipulative, can be too needy, can be too dependent on the lover. Okay, then you got the Moon card. The Moon card is a beautiful card, but it can be a little bit tricky, and it can mean secrets, and it can mean deception. All right, now with these two together, I feel like it's saying don't be too needy or whiny or complaining and expect the world from someone because of your own inner boredom or unrest. Okay, and also I feel like it's saying possibly don't create problems where there is none for some of you. And for others of you, don't step outside your relationship for your own selfish needs or wants. Don't be sneaky and self-deceptive from yourself as well as deceptive towards your partner. Okay?